Mscubes. So Mscube is a brand new. Wait. So as I was saying, Mscube is a brand. Wait, no, that's not right either. Wait. There we go. So as I was saying, Mscube is a brand new company that was created by a former designer of GAN, or at least that's the story. And these two cubes are the first two products of that company, the MS3-V1 Enhanced and the standard version. Okay, so let's take a look at the enhanced one first. Actually, don't save the expensive one for last. This is the MS3-V1 standard version, and this just looks like a GAN cube. That's really snug in this pack. Wow. So in here we have an accessories box and a core, another core, and some gigantic springs. Whoa, these springs are bigger than my... Okay, moving on. We also have guides, C-pop guide. Oh my gosh, that's too much. That's too much. I can't be bothered with this. And just one more thing in here. It's not what it looks like. Okay, so we just have two logo stickers. And I forgot to mention, this also came with a bag that was out of the box. And in the bag we have a green cube stand. That's it. Finally, we have the cube. So this is already kind of open. I didn't open this beforehand at all. But okay, so there's no lube on the outside, which is a first. Yes! 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 The plastic on the outside is glossy. It's not frosted like GAN, which is kind of a shock, but not really surprising. Got a green logo. But going on the first turns. Ooh. Ooh. This feels really, really interesting. I don't know how to describe this. It's so weird. Wait. No. It kind of feels like a Volk, but at the same time, it doesn't. Oh my gosh. It's really interesting. It's really loose out of the box. So I'm about to get corner twist. It definitely is less stable than the Volk. However, it does have a slight crunchiness to its turn, kind of like a Volk. For comparison, here's a Volk Elite, and this just feels like a more stable version, and a quieter version of the Mscube. Yeah, the Volk Elite is just better. However, that could just be because of the center magnets that the standard one doesn't have. So just take a look at the piece design. Okay. Will my camera focus? There's like a spider web design right here compared to the honeycomb design of a GAN cube. Here. So here is my focus. GAN XS. And I don't know if I can take out the piece. Okay. On the GAN, there's a honeycomb design. Man, there's lube getting everywhere. And there's a spider web design on the MS. So looking at the color shades, comparing it to my GAN XS, green is a bit... green looks about the same. Red is definitely a bit brighter. Blue, tiny bit brighter. Orange is roughly the same. Yellow's a bit duller. And white's pretty much the same. But this has a frosted plastic, and this is glossy. That's pretty much the major difference here. So taking a look at the center core, steering wheel. But I don't know if my camera will focus here, but there are tiny little numbers, And this little black thing, there's an arrow, and whatever number the arrow is pointing at is probably how tight or loose it is. The numbers go from 1 to 5, if I can see this correctly. But so you just kind of turn this. So right now I'm on setting 2. Just turn it again. You can take it out. Okay, I did not know you could do that. Okay, I understand this now. So there's 2 adjustment systems. The outside ring here, there's an arrow on that too that I just now noticed. But if you align that with the numbers on the inside here, the higher the number, then the more stable it'll feel. So right now I'm on setting 4. So I go 1 more, then I'm on setting 5. And now this is like the most stable. But if I go 1 more after that, if this camera focus, yeah, if I go 1 more, then the whole thing resets and I'm back to setting 1, and it's the least stable of the settings. However, on the inside here, if you press down on the setting and you like just rotate it all the way to the right or clockwise, you get the tightest setting, which is set A. So that's kind of like tightening down the screw really tight. However, if you press down the center and rotate it all the way to the left or counterclockwise, you basically just unscrewed it a bit more to get, so corner cutting should be a bit better, if I'm understanding this right. However, it feels less loose. It feels more loose the more left you go. So corner cutting should be worse, but it still should be pretty good, if that makes sense. I'll have to play with this around more to tell you guys an in-depth review, but that's just the basics of what I understand. Looking at the corner cutting, it's pretty standard amongst most cubes nowadays. It can go about 45, a little bit over, then reverse. It pretty much goes line to line. There's only one place where you can't corner cut. Yeah, but corner cutting is pretty good compared to everything else nowadays. Quick note, I got number 94. Okay, let's just do a quick solve now. Focus. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing. Ah, no. I give up. Okay, so next up we have the enhanced version. So everything in here should just basically be the same as the standard version, except it's the enhanced version. So here we should just have some standard stuff. Extra core, stickers, pamphlet, and extra springs. I'm not going to go over that again because I already went over that. But $1,534. Okay, so taking a look at the cube now, I really like the pink logo. It really pops. And no lube. I'm so happy right now. Okay, so going into first turns. Ooh. Oh yeah, this definitely does feel like a Volcolite. Yeah, I can see. I can already feel the magnets in here. So the difference between the enhanced version and the standard version here is that, if I could take the piece out, the enhanced version has center edge magnets, which you guys can see right there, kind of like the Volcolite, whereas the standard version, it doesn't have the center magnet in here. So here's the enhanced and here's the standard, and you can definitely see right there. the magnet enhanced and no magnet in the standard version. However, since this does have the extra center magnets in here, the turning feels a bit blocker. There's a bump in the turn, which I don't mind. I like it. However, some people might not like that, so that's probably why they would go for the standard version. But I like the bump. Gives it a nice crunchy feeling, kind of like a Volk. And I don't know, it was pretty satisfying to turn. I like it. But it's definitely more stable than the standard version. I can say that for sure. So the extra $5 for the enhanced is probably worth it, in my opinion. Okay, so taking a look at the inside of the core now, it's pretty much the same, except if I can zoom in here, or focus, you can see the 4 extra magnets in there. But everything else is just the exact same as the standard version. Okay, let's just do a quick sell using the enhanced version now. Not bad. So that was my unboxing on the MS3-V1 enhanced and standard versions, but I'll have to play around with these more and do some more solves on them before I give my final opinion. But so far, get the enhanced, not the standard. The MS3-V1 standard edition isn't all that good to me. It's really unstable without the addition of the center magnets that the enhanced one has, and the turning just isn't that good. I can't really describe it, but all I can say is that feels like a less stable Volk. There's only about a $5 difference between this and the enhanced version, and the performance is drastically different, so I just say go for the enhanced version. The enhanced version just feels like a cheaper Volk to me. It has a slight crunchiness that a Volk has, but it's not as smooth, and it's a bit slower in my opinion. The adjustment system is different. I can't say that I hate it or I love it, but it's something. Even though I said the enhanced version is better than the standard and you should get it instead, I don't think that these cubes are that amazing compared to all the other options that are at this price point. That being said, I do think they're quite good considering the fact that they're the very first products of a brand new company. And I'm really excited to see how they improve on the designs in future models of the cubes.